Offshore Software Development Rates, Overview and Our Advice. By ProCoders. Offshore has become a trendy word that you can hear everywhere, often dealing with banks, assets, and development. It is understood that offshore means somewhere far away, typically across the ocean, and by taking advantage of offshoring you can unlock a treasure trove of opportunities not available locally. What is offshore software development? Offshore software development is a way to transfer the development process overseas, often to distant countries that are likely on another continent. You can augment your team with talented developers and quickly assemble a team to take on urgent tasks while also taking advantage of the best possible offshore developer rates. What offshore software development models exist? Staff augmentation. Staff augmentation is one of the most popular models, which can be used to easily find the specialist or team to meet your company's needs. This model is very effective for companies that have technical leadership but lack qualified developers. Managed services. If you don't have the desire or ability to manage your project, then managed services are usually the best option. This involves transferring the management of your project to the vendor company. Project-based outsourcing. You transfer the development of the project entirely to the vendor. They research the feasibility and technical requirements, create work plans, recruit project managers and technical leaders, and build the development team itself. ProCoders' approach to estimation. For instance, if you have a project idea, during discovery phase we will describe the entire scope of work, analyze team requirements, describe milestones, sprints, and design a project's UI/UX mockups. You will get your own unique project with a budget and timeline that will only require your go-ahead to commence. Sounds like an attractive option, doesn't it? What affects the cost of offshore software development? ProCoders conducted research that found that the cost of offshore software development largely depends on a number of factors such as location, cooperation model, cost of living, developer experience/qualifications, reputation in the market, the technology utilized, and work format. Location. In the USA, Canada, and the United Kingdom, the cost of living is much higher than in other parts of the world, which means that wages are naturally higher regardless of their profession. That is why offshore development rates will be significant. If you want to get qualified specialists at prices lower than in the USA, Ukraine, Poland, and Latin America will suit you. Cooperation model. At ProCoders we understand the different cooperation models. It is important to know that different models imply different degrees of responsibility and risk-bearing between you and the development partner. Work experience. The more experienced a developer, the higher the rates commanded. This is undoubtedly true, however, having an experienced developer for complex tasks and implementations will often pay dividends. Having someone who is experienced can be key when choosing a particular candidate for your team. Tech stack. Offshore software development rates by country depend on the technology stack utilized for the project. Some technologies, for one reason or another, are more popular with business owners and programmers around the world, so you can often pay more to find a developer if you're using an uncommon technology. Term of appointment. Usually, the longer a project the cheaper the price. As the rule, short-term projects, less than 6 months, are more expensive, on a per-month basis, than projects that are longer than 6 months. One should note, however, that long-term projects over several years can result in increased cost over time as developers receive raises to compensate them for their increased skill level. How to choose the right offshore software development vendor. In summary, when considering offshore software development, cost should be second to the quality of service and skill of the developers. The cheapest option will not usually equate to building a reliable, high-quality development team. Knowing offshore software development rates is a good place to start. You should be aware of these rates so that you can focus on a suitable market in which to find an offshoring partner. A reliable service vendor will be able to provide you with authoritative technological expertise, provide suggestions to improve your project, and correct shortcomings. Conclusion. While comparing onshore versus offshore software development, you may find out that an offshoring development system is a great opportunity to achieve your goals with maximum benefit. The detailed roadmap that we have created for you helps you understand the question, much does an offshore developer cost, and what pitfalls are buried in offshore software development rates in various countries? Subscribe our channel and read more about offshore software development rates, overview, and our advice at Procoders blog.